parallel and perpendicular lines. All right. So some of this stuff you should remember from Algebra 1, but we are going to recap it again just in case. So what are the symbols for parallel and perpendicular? Parallel is just two lines together like that, and perpendicular is like an upside down T. That's perpendicular. Let me go ahead and zoom in one more time for you. See if that helps us out at all. All right. So parallel is like that, and perpendicular is like, so this is parallel and this is perpendicular. What do we know about slope? Well, we know that y equals mx plus b. M is rise over run. All right, it's a rate of change of a linear equation. Rise over run. That's slope. What is the relationship between parallel slopes and perpendicular slopes? All right, parallel slopes are the exact same, and perpendicular slope is negative 1 over m. So a perpendicular slope is the opposite reciprocal. So we take whatever slope we're given and we flip it as a fraction and then make it negative. So the product of two slopes, the two non-vertical perpendicular lines, is negative 1. All right? So let's look at these slopes and compare, see are they parallel, perpendicular, or neither. All right? So negative 5 and 5. Negative 5 and 5 are only opposite. Those are opposites of each other. So this is neither. All right? 1/3 and 3. These are only reciprocals. So they're only reciprocals, so that means they're neither. 2/3 and negative 3 over 2. So 2/3, if I flip it, becomes 3 over 2. I flip it and make it negative. It's negative 3 over 2. So this one is the opposite reciprocal. So these are perpendicular. All right. Negative 6 and 1/6. So the reciprocal of negative 6 is negative 1 over 6, right? We just flip it. So this is like 6 over 1. So flipping it becomes 1 over 6. It's negative. And this is also negative 1 over, or this one's negative 6 and this is positive 1 over 6. So this is also the opposite reciprocal. So this one is also perpendicular. Next, I have 4, 7, and 4 over 7 and 4 over 7. Those are the same slopes. So those are parallel. All right. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now, find the equation of a line that. All right. So, first question. We have a line that is parallel to y equals 4x plus 8 and goes through the point 2, 6. So, if we want to find a line that is parallel to 4x plus 8 and goes through the point 2, 6, we're going to use our point slope formula to figure it out. We need to determine the slope that we want to use and the point that we want to use. So our slope that we want to use, so our given slope is right here. It's 4. So a parallel slope to 4 is also 4. So when I plug into my point slope, y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. When I plug into there, my m is going to be 4. Now I want it to go through the point 2, 6, so that's my x1, y1. So it's going to be y minus 6 equals 4 times x minus 2. And we distribute y minus 6 equals 4x minus 8. And then we add 6 to both sides. I get y equals 4x minus 2. We're not done. We have to check. Let's plug in x equals 2. X equals 2. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 minus 2 is 6. That goes through 2, 6. And its slope is 4. So we got that one right. I am happy and satisfied and all sorts of things with it. All right? now that you're back, or if you never left. So our given slope is 3. All right, so that's from our equation. Slope is 3. We want to find the perpendicular slope. So we're going to take the opposite reciprocal of the slope that's given. So if our given slope is 3, it's going to be negative 1/3. So negative 1/3 is what's going to go into my formula. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And I've got a 0.67. So y minus 7 equals negative 1/3 x minus 6. So y minus 7 equals negative 1/3 x. Negative 1/3 times negative 6 is positive 2. So add 7. So y equals negative 1/3 x plus 9. All right. Pretty sure about my slope. It should be negative 1/3. If I plug in x equals 6, 6 times negative 1/3 is negative 2. Negative 2 plus 9 is 7. So there it is. Booyah. Thank you for following along on Geometry YouTube today. Have a great, fantastic weekend, and we'll see you again on Tuesday after Labor Day. Bye now.